Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you were Sean Diddy columnist, it has begun. Remember when we told you that Diddy wanted to quiet everybody that said he was a POS and he wanted to quiet everybody because he's going to start on his comeback? Well, guess what? Mark Agnello was in the kitchen cooking up something great. And the best they got us was, did he start domestic violence and drug programs in prison? It's all about redemption. Mofo, you've been locked up in those with those rats and roaches for the last 2 years. How long has this man been locked up? At least the last 30,
and no
65
longer
calendar
has a
days.
voice who
You've
will
been
pursue
locked up with the
justice for
rats
her
and roaches.
accusation.
You could never get into a
As of the
program
Aiken
like
against
that.
Diddy,
You could never get counseling.
no expansion of the
You literally have
investigation,
been drop
no
kicking
isolation
men and women
orders,
for the last
no
20
equipment
years.
access,
I don't care that the
no
feds didn't
suspension
bring
of
enough
attorney
proof and didn't
communication.
call enough witnesses. We all know what this is. Even Diddy admitted he's a violent criminal and those high-risk lawyers. And now you're coming in and telling us that you finally, when you want to make sure Judge Aaron does not throw the book at you, you are finally checks notes getting into prison to work on your wayward ways. Diddy, you are the patron saint of wayward smacks worker. You are a violent convicted 2 times federal smex crime criminal. Y'all, who is this for? I know who it's for. This is about the people that want to, and hear me out. Judge Aaron is going to give Diddy what he gives them. If he gives him 5 years, Diddy's going to try to appeal. If he gives Diddy probation, I don't know. I think the world might, whatever. But just hear me out on this because it's something that needs to be said. Diddy's team is doing this one to set up an appeal to see if they can get out earlier if Judge Aaron throws the book at it. But there's another thing that's happening that nobody actually wants to talk about. Diddy's team needs to give the public, the people that want to forgive him, they need to give them something to hold on to. If Diddy just goes in and out, right? If he just goes in and out and there's no rehabilitation, how can you show your face in a Sean John tank top? How can you go to a Diddy reunion tour? How can you stand there when Diddy and Kanye allegedly go on the group thing? It's almost impossible. Now hear me out on this though. Who is buying this? Didn't Diddy tell us, and I guess Diddy is a convicted liar. Did Diddy not tell us that he had already tried to get counseling when he was beaten on Cassie? Didn't he tell us that? Didn't Diddy try to get counseling when he got caught beating on Jane? But the thing is, he tried to get into it and then he got arrested. And when he got arrested, he was in jail all this time, literally coordinating photo ops with Baby Love, having her like daddy cake. Wasn't he having all his kids being like, yeah, it's just a legacy? Wasn't he having everybody do all that stuff? But he never once bothered to get help for the issue. Again, let's get into this article. I will say this, and I've said it once and I've said it twice. I do believe that if Diddy is let out with just probation, I don't think it will be. But if he is, I firmly believe he is going to land himself back in jail in the next 5 or 10 years. Either that, or he's going to land himself broke from paying somebody off, or somebody's going to literally wind up floating in the Hudson so Diddy can't protect himself. Again, I don't care what anyone says. The fact that Diddy knew he was under federal surveillance, the fact that he knew he was facing RICO charges, the fact that he knew one of the charges were the violence, but another kidnapping, SMMX traffic, but another was the man, act transportation of SMMX workers, and he couldn't help himself. Not only did he transport SMMX workers time and time again, but he also brutally beat up the woman and then forced her to service the sex work.